Everything you're about to see was shot in a day, only using the things we already had, spending no money. So let me give you some actually helpful tips on how you can do it too. Before we begin, a quick disclaimer. What we had in this video might look different to what you have, but I want to remind you, this isn't about equipment or your possessions. It's about the artist. It's about you and what you do with what you have. That being said, let's just dive straight into
Lesson 1, collaboration. That's how quickly and efficiently I've just started this video. Fuck you. More brains are better than one, and that's why I suggest trying to create with friends if you can. Being able to bounce ideas off each other is great because some little idea that you have can very quickly grow into something bigger and better. This is James, a long-time creative collaborator, but our best collaboration so far has been friendship. This fine Friday afternoon, we are filming some content for James's music project, which is a lovely way to demonstrate the kind of run and gun improvisational style of filmmaking that I'm talking about. When we started planning this shoot, we applied lesson 2, cataloging. This is the practice of reviewing what you have at your disposal. So we combine them, formulate a plan, and start shooting. In our case, we had a car, lights, and Bill.
Oh, where am I?
Hey, it's fine. It's okay. It's okay.
What's going on?
You're gonna help with the video.
Okay.
You're gonna help with the video. Go on. Go on. So there we go. And we also have this park. Yay! Alright, so currently Will's driving and we're gonna go down an illegal road to get the first shot of James.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Let's break some laws and some hearts.
Ooh. Right, here we go. Stress levels have just gotten a bit higher. We gotta do this quickly.
Okay.
Let's set the trap up here. So you basically like go up there.
Yes.
I think you only need to go like 150 meters, not that far.
Okay.
Boom, boom, pow, you're jacking my style. There we go.
It needs to be vertical, right?
Tits.
Yeah, how would this be done vertically?
Okay. Unless I can.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Solved. Yeah,
nice.
Improvisation.
which is lesson 3. You have to embrace the random. You have to lean into all the things that might go wrong when you're making vids, dude. This chair's so squeaky. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, there may be a lot of things, especially when you're shooting on zero budget, that aren't in your control. Weather, random sounds, other people. And to be honest, even the biggest productions out there still have to consider certain roadblocks. Best example that comes to my mind is when they were shooting Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones, or Harrison Ford, was feeling very, I think, unwell on the day, and they had a whole fight scene planned out. And guess what they did instead? And that scene ended up becoming one of the most famous scenes in the whole franchise. So I guess the moral there is, when confronted with a limitation, it might actually prove to be your best work.
Oh, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks great.
Alright, let's make sure it's nice and steady.
Okay, that looks good.
Okay. Here he is.
Alright.
Woohoo! Very nice.
Very nice.
Mate, wait, watch out, mate!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Yes, sir.
That was audio for James's TikTok. It's all fake. That felt good to me.
Yeah.
There was no one in the background as well.
Just gonna do a different song.
Have fun watching that. Pussy! Wait, watch out, mate! Oh shit, okay, cool.
Alright, next shot, baby.
That's a wrap.
On one shot.
Yeah, I'm glad we warmed up to this shot. This, I think it's going to be maybe the most risky.
I actually think weirdly this shot is going to be chill because we're not going to be going actually that fast.
It's more, yeah, I don't know. There's a lot, maybe more moving parts is what I think. Definitely. Yeah. We're gonna look fucking crazy.
And I'm using the tripod as a Steadicam. Kind of, not really. But as I say, it's all about what you have, and I don't have access to a Steadicam, but I do have access to this tripod. So when James is leaning out the door of this car, I'm basically gonna hold the tripod like this and film him like that. It's not an easy shot, but we're gonna figure it out with what we have.
What sound your gun make?
Rah.
What sound your gun make?
Rah. Sound does your gun make?
Bravo.
Oh, okay. That.
Does that work?
Yeah, because I'm putting my foot in the back seat. Okay. I think we should go for first take.
Alright. So if it's unsafe at any point, I guess just
Yeah, I have to cut you guys.
yeah.
I want Sonny, you to give me a shout when you're safe for me to move, because I don't want to.
30 cos.
Alright, but yeah, let's
30.
Okay, should we go?
Yes, I'm ready. Sonny, you go.
I'm ready. Yeah, we're good. Woo! That was difficult.
Yeah.
Get your.
It's a good start.
Sick.
Just from what I can see. But I think we can get this closer to the road.
Yeah.
Okay, we've gone for the I'm on the roof shot. That's the best way of doing this.
Yeah.
Right, after this, I swear to God, after these.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
You can do it straight away.
The light's amazing. That was insane. Pain is temporary. Frames are forever. Yeah!
We got the shot.
Yeah.
It took a lot of being upside down, but I think it looks pretty good.
Yeah, we both have somewhat of a headache now. But we got the shot. Yeah, next lesson. Straight in. I'll keep this one relatively short though, because it's obvious. And yet, a lot of us, including myself, make this mistake, and it is the lack of planning. Write stuff down, make lists, and communicate to the people who might be helping you out what your vision is. The more they know about what's happening and what's in your head, communicating and doing some planning can literally be that extra 10% that just really gels your creative endeavors to make something great, you know? Also, and I've definitely experienced this myself, writing stuff down, you start to see flaws in your ideas so you can fix them, but then also you see little improvements you can make, you know? You fix flaws and implement improvements. Straight ahead that way. The Blade Runner shot. Here we go. Woo! Phone. Fuck off. That. Here's the setup. That's low budget, all right. Damn, it's just crazy to think how this shot is so un-Blade Runner, and somehow I'm gonna in post turn it into this. All right, here we go. I'm rolling. Baby doop, Sony camera. Sorry, he's trying to film. BTS, baby.
Not the band or the group. It's just an abbreviation for behind the scenes.
Lesson 5.
Capability. This is the one that I think you'll like the least because it's simply you. The wiser you are about the techniques that go into filmmaking, the more informed your creative decisions will be. Let me show you. To simplify things, I'm just gonna take a photo of Bill using my phone because everyone has a camera on them. So I'm gonna take a regular old picture of Bill, like this. Boop. But now I'm gonna start adding a little bit of expertise. For instance, let's go portrait mode. Why doesn't that look good? A little bit darker. All right, portrait mode. Okay, so we got that one, and now I'm going to do a quick edit, but I'm going to go very quickly through my... You put those two photos side by side, and the difference here is knowledge. Yeah, don't worry. Don't worry. Lovely dog. Anyway, look, the point is, this whole creative stuff, it really applies to all creative disciplines. If you want to do more with less, learn, keep learning. Right, what are we're doing, the next shot, we're going to be filming in a field, aren't we?
Yeah, let's go to a pub.
And we're going to have a quick drink beforehand. Right, pints deleted. We just stopped off for a little pint. And now we're going to film the last scene.
But before we do, let me tell you about lesson numero 6. Inspiration. Again, it might sound obvious, but I'm going to give you some mindset vibes and hopefully inspire you. Sometimes the idea of getting out your camera or your brushes or your guitar or your ingredients even just doesn't feel as appealing as it has before. And it's probably because there's nothing in particular that you're especially excited about. But then on the flip side, there are also those moments where all we want to do is create. You know, someone's like, oh mate, do you want to? No, fuck off, I'm trying to paint. Or you're there like, oh fuck, what if I mix pesto and pasta? You know, that's a new idea. Let's go cook, you know, you get excited. But the difference between these two extremes is inspiration. You know, you either want to do it or you don't. My advice to you is to go out there and find some inspiration. And just to keep it interesting, I'd even suggest you look for inspiration outside of your discipline. A filmmaker might be looking at Renaissance paintings. Do you know what I mean? A fashion designer might take inspiration from nature. I, for one, get inspired a lot when I'm listening to music, and I'm not the only one. I'm very aware you're probably the same. And this source of inspiration then becomes your North Star, and yet you're forced to achieve it with sort of your own limitations. I'm going to put up some examples now of some of the inspiration that James sent me, so you can see that we had these things that we kind of wanted to copy a little bit, make our own. That's nice because we weren't just going to a park and scratching our balls. we weren't just going to a park and scratching our heads. You know, we knew what we wanted to achieve.
We're setting up for our third thing now.
This is a song I call Life. I don't give a fuck about what you're saying, but sometimes I go down the graveyard and I have no musical bones in my body, but I'm gonna sing you a song anyway.
Good. You need light to put the lights up, don't you? Wrong one to put down.
Well, welcome back.
That's an LED light.
We call this
Every LED panel light.
Oh,
The sky looks stunning.
the Ring of Fire. Bow, 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 bow.
Can you get your camera out, Sonny, and let me know what colour would be best?
Yes. GVM. Great video maker. That's what it stands for.
We could do warm.
Oh my god, it actually looks so clean.
It looks clean AF, doesn't it? Put it on Will. No, let's see.
Oh, sorry.
I thought I was only doing BTS.
See you again when we are set up and ready to rock and roll. This is POV. Let's do a slow-mo one.
Fucking go, baby!
Third location. Third location is a car park. It's a cool shadow.
That looks so sick with the like ripple effect. Yeah. Did you get all the footage that you needed today, director?
I think so. I think so. Jimbo, if we wanted to use both lights, we obviously, it can't be amber. We could park the car behind and have it on high beam. There's another option. And we could maybe do both. But we do have a car at our disposal.
That could look cool. Should you try that? Is that annoying?
No, I came up with the idea. If I didn't want to do it, I'd just keep it secret.
Let's try that. That's it. Alright, cool.
Yeah, easy. Oh my god. I went into the wrong comment. Alright. Do you want to tell me like how close to the car away?
That's pretty sick.
Rolling. That goes hard as shit, actually. This goes hard as fuck. Monkey Bower. Okay, it's a wrap. We just did it.
Woo! We did it.
We did it. I will be doing a full debrief in the comfort of my own chair. Well done to the Sony. Well done to a new tripod. Thank you, Bill. The car. Jimbo. Great collaboration once again. Remember, friendship was always first.
You should do a thing where you speak to yourself in the editing chair.
What, like, hey man, and then cut?
Like, you're looking pretty handsome, bro.
Oh yeah.
No, we won't be doing that because we've got some important things to be discussing, actually. And that revolves around the edit, which is, I would say, an incredibly important side to this whole thing. We had an idea of what we wanted to create because we had some references. Before we even went to shoot, I did this test where I got a piece of footage that I had shot previously and I added a depth map. Can we go into Fusion here? Yes, we can. This is the depth map in Fusion. And I essentially did a background, which is literally just a solid grey. Completely eyed this, by the way. I used the depth map as basically a mask. So then you get this. Took it back and I added, well, go into the color page, all of the color. The CST curves for more contrast, white balance, and then I took down the exposure. Then I added grain. Anyway, there was the test. And then here's the original. So you can really see that it looks, all these trees in the background fog. But you can also see that the depth map doesn't always work since it thought that this wasn't the background. For those who don't know, depth map is an AI tool that essentially tries to calculate the deep parts of an image. Then I tried the very same effect on the stuff we had shot like a few days later. But you can see that the depth map just does not work at all. The guitar is not there, this is not sharp. So that was the fix I had to make. Instead of using depth map, I did the roto brush tool in After Effects. and I just really separated the background from James because I wanted to then export this back into After Effects so the roto brush could do a better job. And here's the final effect. So we've got color space transform. I de-sharpened it just to make it, and to cover up some mistakes. You can actually see it's not perfect, but hey, if you wanted to do this perfect, you'd use a green screen or a really clear background, or you wouldn't have weird objects like a guitar, curves, and then the tint, and then of course grain. That's a very important thing. I love grain. Alas, we are reaching the end of this video, and if you're still watching, fuck yeah. But the final lesson here is reflection, and I want to talk about reflection because I do think it's a really important part of the creative process. A lot of people, they don't criticize themselves enough, and I know that sounds toxic, but I do think like you need to look at your work and really try and pick at it. What's good here and what's shit? Because there are films that I made when I was like a teenager. There are still parts where I say to myself, I'm actually proud of that because that's what I was doing with what I had, and that was many, many years ago. And then there's some stuff where I'm thinking, cringe, I'd never do that again. But that's it, like, and it feels good when you can actually look back at old projects and look back at recent ones and see there's a huge difference in their quality. And you're thinking, where has that come from? You know, your brain. It's a beautiful feeling. It's a reflection. And finally, the bonus little thing I would like to talk about is realism and kind of limitations. And I spoke a bit about limitations before. This is so key to low budget filmmaking, that your very idea sometimes is just so ambitious. And what I see some people doing, like when I see short films online or whatnot, I understand you've got really, really limited budget, but you're also trying to go for a very ambitious project. You're like, it's so difficult to make a low budget sci-fi film. There's so much stuff has to be implied because you can't afford to get crowds for your zombie film, for example. You can't really do the most incredible visual effects because that costs tons of money, or you're doing the visual effects yourself. And that's just an example, but yeah, I just think when it comes to low budget filmmaking as well, or even zero budget filmmaking, you need to think to yourself, like, why don't I just make something simple but great instead of ambitious and sloppy? Your voice is really important, and you don't have to throw a ton of production value in there. It has been a pleasure to present this video to you today, and I very much look forward to creating and showing you the next one. Adios. Bye bye. So dumb.